Hello. We just finished up a chest and back day. Was it the best chest and back day? No. Did I still do chest and back? Did I still go get a workout in? Yes. Just because it wasn't going to be the best workout that I've ever had doesn't mean I'm going to quit and not go to the gym because of it. Now, there's been times where I have just been like, man, I don't think it's worth going to the gym. And I still go. Wonder why? Because it's a, what's it called? It's a worthwhile thing to do. Even if I'm not feeling the greatest, like I'm not going to be the strongest that day, does not mean I'm not going to compete with myself and do extraordinary things. So, that's okay. Just because it was not the most insane back and chest day I've ever had, it was a good back and chest day. I had to change up some of my workout plan because of, I'm with a gym with others, so kind of has to happen. I can't it's not my gym. People pay to use it. So if someone's using equipment I want to use and they're not done with it and they have this many sets left, I'm going to use a different machine that does the same exact exercise. I don't see the point in getting all flustered that someone's using your machine that supposedly is your machine. It's not. Guys, no matter what, if it's a machine you want to use, cool. If it's being used, go find a different machine that does almost the exact same thing. Like if it's a chest-supported row, go find a different chest-supported row machine. It doesn't have to be the chest-supported T-bar row. No, it could be just a regular chest-supported row machine. It doesn't have to be the most phenomenal machine. No, it can be its own thing. I'm lucky that the machines that I have at the gym I go to are phenomenal. They're so, all of them are really good. So, even if I can't use the machine I want to use, I'm going to get a good workout no matter what. I've had times where I can't use a certain fly machine that I want to use. Well, guess what? I'm going to use a different fly machine. Same movement, different machine. Does not mean I'm going to be all butthurt about it. Fuck no. It's not something that I have to worry about because you go to the gym to work out, so just get a workout in. I understand the whole thought process of having the exact same machine every time because it's easier to track. But guess what? Perceived exertion is a real thing. RPE, reps of perceived exertion. If you go off of that and you just get an exertion level of probably I'd give a good 8 to 9. If you can do 10, do 10. Then you will grow. You will get really strong. So what is the whole fear of not being able to do something? Because you don't have this exact machine, so you can't write it down. Yes, you can. You can write it down. Be I use this machine today. How many reps I got? This is what weights I used. Cool. So if you have to use that machine again, you know what you did last time and how much stronger you are. I haven't used this machine in a while because I was I don't really want to. I'm having a lot of progress with just sticking with these different machines. So why would I change it up? And then I had to today, and guess what? I used more weight. I got less reps. Because I don't have little straps because my forearms were not stronger than my back. As simple as that. As simple as that. The idea that you should be able to do any back exercise without grips and nothing will suffer is a dumb idea. Because the reason it's a dumb idea, if your forearms are stronger than your back, like your forearms are not the limiting factor and your back is, then something's wrong. Because your forearms are a smaller muscle than your back. So no matter what, it should be more difficult to have a great back workout when you don't use straps. I have friends who refuse to use straps because they're like, well, I want my forearms to grow. Then do other forearm exercises. Go do specific forearm exercises if you want your forearms to grow and get way bigger. Because you're thinking straps aren't giving you that extra stimulus to get bigger forearms. I don't have that issue. My forearms are one of my best body parts. Want to know why? Because I've had good forearms since I was young. I have pictures of me being younger, and I had decent forearms. Small biceps, like not great arms, but decent forearms. And so I don't have to worry about the whole not having bigger forearms because they're gonna grow no matter what. It's a strong point that I don't need to really worry about at this very moment. If they start to lack like a ton, then I'll start doing them. But right now they're not lacking at all. They're just as big, and they've got a lot stronger too. Like I was struggling to do like grip strength, the little gripper thing that was like that did 150 pounds. I was like 1, and I was struggling. I could do 1, 2, and then the 201 I couldn't move. And guess what? I can get it to halfway closed now, if not closer. That means my forearms are getting stronger and bigger. So why should I worry about needing bigger forearms right now? Because it's cool. Yeah, it's cool to have Popeye forearms. Yeah, it's real cool. That's cool and all. My goal is not to have a staggering, glaring difference to my other body parts. No. My goal is to have a well-rounded physique and a very balanced physique. So, like most men's physique guys, they have very well-rounded physiques. Yes, their arms could get a little bigger, but everyone's arms can get a little bigger because they're just, no matter what, you have to have that standout like limbs. Like everyone's talking about like the X frame, not the V, not the whatever it was called, the Y. The Y frame, where you have big shoulders, decent waist, legs are a little small. No, you want the X frame, that factor of massive, like wide shoulders, tiny waist, and massive quads after that small waist. And the only way to do that is to have a very well balanced physique. Because if your lats are massive, then it throws off your symmetry and it makes you look smaller. So it doesn't make you look smaller, it just makes everything around your lats look a little smaller. So if you have massive lats and decent arms and chest, your waist will look tiny because your lats overpower the size of your waist. Like if you have actual, like pretty much gosh darn wings on your back, you're golden, dude. And now you just gotta build everything else up and make everything else look different. Because if your strong body part is lats, you're golden. Because no matter how much bigger your waist gets, as long as you have the proportions of your lats to waist ratio the same no matter what. So let's say your waist goes from like a 25-inch waist to like a 28, and your lats were like pretty much like 1.5 times the size of your waist. As long as it continues to be that ratio, no one's gonna notice that you have a bigger waist. Like, if you add 2 inches to your waist, you have to add 2 inches to your lats. That's the concept of having, meaning the idea for most men's physique is you have to have a proportion of like 1.5 comparative to your waist and lat and shoulder ratio and quad ratio. If your quads are the same size as your waist looks bigger. Even though your waist is small, let's say your quads are just small. Like my quads are like, I have a 26, 27 inch waist, and my quads are like 20, 21. So my quads look way smaller because my waist is bigger than my quads at this very moment. So what do I have to do? Make my quads go up. Get bigger quads. As long as I control the size my waist gets and the amount of muscle I put on my quads, it'll look crazy as soon as I get bigger. That's my goal, is like as I get bigger, I need everything else except my waist to get bigger for me to have that very nice physique look. Because I already have the wide shoulders. Well, comparatively to who? Younger me. That's what I'm going with. Is my shoulders are wider. So I don't have to worry about that. Because my shoulders are like 32 inches and my waist is like 27. So got it down there. Now I just need my quads and my legs to be way bigger. So what am I working on? Quads. I've been working on my quads and hamstrings, so I've been pushing harder on leg days than I do on most of my upper body days. So, but that's just, it's gonna be years of training and getting bigger before I even see the progress that I am trying to lay down right now. And that's the idea that you have to have in your head, is that this is a long-term thing that'll take forever, no matter what you do. Even if you're taking PEDs, all you're doing is cutting time in half. So if it takes you 10 years to get the proportions you want, then like you get big. Now it's 5 if you're on PEDs. And guess what? You'll be bigger actually in those 5 years than it would be if you were naturally in 10. So what is that? But the idea is, do you want to compromise your health because you want it to be bigger than what you naturally could achieve? Do you want to do that? That is the thought process you need when thinking about stuff like that. Because if you hesitate, like you have the thought process of, I don't know. Like, if it's not a yes, wait. Because if you wait for all this stuff, like if you take the time and effort and slowly build up, it'll be a long journey. It'll be great. But your health will not be as compromised. Your health won't be compromised. So the worry is like, do you want to compromise your health? Do you want to risk organ growth? Do you want to risk liver damage? Do you want to risk kidney damage? Do you want to risk maybe having a staph infection under the skin? Do you want to risk having acne all over your face and back? Do you want to risk having scars because of it? Do you want to risk maybe plaque buildup? Do you want to risk all these other things? Because I know damn well people who are taking steroids and PEDs are not getting their health markers and getting blood work done every other week or every week. Because if you are, like, I was listening to a podcast, it's called Transparent by Niall. I was listening to his latest podcast, and they're talking about if you're spending $150 on PEDs, you should be spending a minimum of $150 on your medical bills, because it should be a 1-to-1. So if you're bumping up your PED usage, that you're spending $500 on your PED cycle, you should be spending $500 on your hospital bills, like your checkups and stuff like that. Because the reason they say that, you suck. The reason they're saying that, yeah, see, you're going nowhere, dummy. Your reason you should be doing that is because then you're on top of your health. Because what you're doing is highly risky. It is very risky. So you should be worrying about it. Because PEDs have shown a small likely chance that it could be connected to cancer. It's very small. We don't have enough testing in humans. We have testing in rats and other mammals. But do we have enough testing in that? No. Because guess what? The FDA said it's unapproved, so we stopped testing it on humans. So we have no idea what some of this stuff does, except for analytical evidence of bodybuilders and people who are taking them illegally. So we don't have this scientific understanding that we should with these drugs, because we decided to stop studying them, because who's going to use something that the FDA decided wasn't safe? I don't know. People, we drink alcohol, and the FDA said that is a level 1 carcinogenic. A level 1 carcinogenic is something that is highly likely to give you cancer. Not maybe, not a small chance. That's a high likely chance of doing it. And we still drink it. We still do it. So, I don't get it. We have what? We have more studies on opioids, on weed, on heroin, and other things. All kinds of other things. Wonder why? Because people were still using them after the government went, you shouldn't be doing that. So they went, we should probably test these to figure out how bad and how detrimental it is to someone's health. I don't know why we're not doing that, because there's so little case studies on that. Like there's a case study on Trenbolone about it being kidney toxic, that it makes your creatinine levels go high, but it's done on rats. So for body weight to amount of Trenbolone, it is very low. We're bigger, so could it be wrong? Maybe, I don't know. We can't test it because why would we? It's not enough. There's not enough payout. You can't convince enough people to do it. You know, crazy. But just that like little simple fact of you should be getting your health checked, even if you are natural. On cycle, off cycle, natural, enhanced, any of that. Because you're as a natural person, if you're not on top of like eating the correct, like not the correct food, but like food that is very like nutrient dense and good for you and stuff like that, you could be having, I don't know, all kinds of things. There could be like elevated levels of like cholesterol. There could be lower levels of testosterone, higher levels of estrogen. There could be all kinds of things because of your diet. Oh my God. That is something that actually could be like an idea you guys should do. Like I will tell anybody who is working out or eating and who wants to be health conscious to do stuff like that. I know it's going to be expensive. That's why I haven't done it yet. Am I going to do it? Most likely. Like, it's a high likelihood that I will, because I want to see these things. I want to know what's going on with my health. Because even though I am natural, I am not doing anything, I am not on top of my nutrition to my best ability. Even if I was, I would still be getting blood work, because it is a good thing to know what is wrong with my body and being preemptive to my stuff. Because if let's say I'm eating the best diet that I believe I'm eating, and I look at it and my health markers are off, maybe it's not good maybe this diet that I thought was very healthy isn't good for me. Or it could be it's just one of those days. Your health markers can change from day to day because your oxidative stress, anything like that. You maybe partied the night before. You did something different that day. You weren't 100% doing the exact same thing. You weren't 100% on something. I would still don't be too worried. As long as you're not feeling the worst after doing that stuff, you should be good. But guess what? You don't feel your cholesterol rising. You don't feel your heart rate going up. You do feel your heart rate going up. Don't let me lie to you. You don't feel your liver dying. You don't feel your kidneys struggling. You don't feel any of that. You don't feel your body crying for help. You just kind of don't. It's kind of one of those weird things that you don't feel all of these things. So it's okay. I want to be on top of my health, but I'm not right now, and that's something I'm worried about. But I'm feeling great. I'm actually getting stronger. I'm feeling amazing. But is it because of me being more active? Probably. So that's the good thing. I'm actually being a little proactive. Have a good day. Have a good night. See you later. Okay. Can't use grips right now, so I'm gonna see if I can even get some good grips. We're gonna push. Excuses. Fuck. Can't run into shit, huh? What? What? Back up. Alright. This is gonna be a pain in the ass to get fucking back. Go out. Yeah. Oof. Oof. Oof.